I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face. Yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty. Did you portray the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange? All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Chubb on the counter. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Chargers in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things will start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there. Actually, you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl? A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Hurts. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hurts. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. This is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He sets to fire deep. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21. Chargers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Touchdown, LA! Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10.
Pass to 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Hurts throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's brought in by Harris.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to air one out. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taken at about the 1. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
167 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, as the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks. So
now Watson throws another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the gun, here's Watson.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Harris hands it over the middle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Play action. Here's Hurts. Finds Pickens out right.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Calvin Austin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fields it right around the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Harris. that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
198 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
By T.J. Watt. A big loss on the play.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Drake London.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Up the middle, it's Chubb.
Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now it's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb.
And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
In motion comes the tight end left. After the run, Watson going to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers continue to pull it on here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the...
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And some room to maneuver.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Now Chubb running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Watson off play action. Steps away. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp, but now...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Gain of 32. 1st down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin
from 10 yards out.
And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Chubb will get the call running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull